In this video, we're covering everything you need to know about the contribution limit for 529 plans. Let's get into it. Let's first talk about 529 plan aggregate limits. Unlike IRAs or 401ks, there's no annual contribution limits for 529 plans, but there are maximum aggregate limits which vary by plan. Under federal law, 529 plan balances can't exceed the expected cost of the beneficiary's qualified higher education expenses. Limits vary by state, ranging from $235,000 to $529,000. These amounts are based on what the state believes to be the full cost of attending an expensive school and a graduate school, including textbooks and room and board. If your plan is close to the limit, don't worry about future earnings in the account pushing it over. The funds can remain in the account without penalty, but the family will not be able to make any future contributions unless a market drop brings the account balance back down. As for income tax benefits, over 30 states currently offer a state income tax credit or deduction up to a certain amount. For example, contributions to a New York 529 plan of up to $5,000 per year by an individual or $10,000 per year by a married couple filing jointly are deductible in computing state income tax. But that doesn't mean New York parents are limited to only contributing $10,000 to their 529 plan. If the couple chooses to take advantage of the annual gift tax exclusion and deposits $15,000 this year, the entire amount will grow federal tax-free, but only the first $10,000 can be deducted from their state taxable income. You can check out the maximum contributions for different 529 plans in the description. Now let's talk about gift tax. One of the many benefits of saving for a child's college education with a 529 plan is that contributions are considered gifts for tax purposes. And gifts up to $15,000 per individual per year qualify for gift tax exclusion. So if you and your spouse have 3 children or grandchildren, you can jointly give $90,000 without gift tax consequences, since each child can receive $15,000 in gifts from you and $15,000 in gifts from your spouse. But please remember that the annual gift tax exclusion amount also includes non-529 gifts, so you'll need to include any cash or property gifts in your total. If your total gifts to an individual will be more than $15,000 this year, the excess amount will count against your lifetime estate and gift tax exemption, and it will have to be reported when you file your taxes. As of right now, individuals can gift up to $11.58 million without having to pay federal, estate, or gift tax. However, note that there's no joint gift tax return, so you and your spouse will each have to file separately. Now let's talk about something called the 5-year election. Individuals may contribute as much as $75,000 to a 529 plan in 1 year if they treat the contribution as if it were spread over a 5-year period. The 5-year election must be reported on Form 709 for each of the 5 years. For example, a $50,000 529 plan deposit in 2020 can be applied as $10,000 per year, leaving $5,000 in unused annual exclusion per year. This is also known as 5-year gift tax averaging or superfunding. It's often a great estate tax planning strategy for parents and grandparents. They're able to shelter a large amount of assets from estate taxes while retaining control of the funds in the 529 account. That being said, if you end up changing your mind down the road and revoking the funds in the account, they'll be added back to your taxable estate. Keep in mind that if you go over the $15,000 gift allowance in 1 year or $75,000 over 5 years, you still likely won't have to pay gift tax. Like I said before, any gifts above the annual exclusion amounts will have to be reported on the federal tax form 709, and these will be counted against the $11.58 million lifetime gift tax exclusion. If you go over that exclusion amount, you could pay taxes of up to 40%, but if you stay within the $11.58 million limit, you won't have to pay gift taxes. And that's it. That's everything you need to know about contribution limits for 529 plans. If you haven't opened a 529 account yet, why not start today? We make it easy by analyzing plan returns, fees, and other criteria to identify the best 529 plans. You can find those links in the description of this video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel to see all of our videos about 529 plans, student loans, and saving for college. We'll see you in the next video.